since I was watching. Always down for the cause, God, these days he's coaching. They be watching my king on the side like they own me one. They be watching my king on their raps like they let him know. Sitting high above, I've been on good old time. When I still wasn't down, those are funny times. When I had much to give, those were precious times. But now I'm still in for the same purpose.
Racing day so loud out here I can't hear a thing. Man, the fans are going wild. And these drivers came to rock, and no place else but Fox knows how to do it NASCAR style. Boogity, 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 let's go racing, boys! Hey, now here we go, race day. Don't you be going slow. Keep that pedal down on the floor. Push it to the crowd, can't take no more. Been there since the flag came down. Be here to the last lap around. When dog week, it's time to play. Gonna get a little bit sideways. Hey, since the flag came down. Be here to the last lap around. When dog week, it's time to play. Gonna get a little bit sideways.
Welcome everybody here to WORC TV live from Homestead-Miami Speedway as we are here during qualifying at the Homestead-Miami Speedway located in Homestead-Miami, Florida. Track length of 1.5 miles, 4 turns at an altitude of just 4 feet. Geez, it's not very high up in the air. My name is Braison Collins, and we are going for a day-to-night transition here in the playoff elimination race. 76 degrees, 79 degree track temp, 2-mile-an-hour wind speeds, partly cloudy skies, just past 7:04 p.m. Eastern time with a 1% humidity in the air as some drivers are making their way around for qualifying. As we've got 18 seconds left, and looks like Parker White is at the top of those boards at the moment. So your playoff drivers in this race, I will try to highlight them the best I can. Parker White, Clayton Ramstead, Joe Burgy, Jay Mulder, Gino Mero, Christian Visconti, Paul Granata, Chase Marsden, Garrett A. White, Blake Kennedy, Henry Klappert, Timmy Spatz, Ryan Martin, and Ethan Workman. And that cutoff is very, very tight. I'll try to give you guys as much info as I can on that. Starting grid for tonight's race, Parker White gets the pole. He's on a hot streak here in WORC, but Mark Frimpong comes to his outside P2. Chase Marsden, he needed a big night. He qualifies P3. Joe Burgy 4th. Austin Duran 5th. Blake Kennedy, he's currently 2 points off of the cut. He needed a big night. He starts P6. Gino Mero 7th. Clayton Ramstead 8th. Garrett A. White, he's right there on the cut. He's the last car in. He is starting P9, which is exactly where he is in points. P10, Noah Busher. He's a new guy here. Christian Visconti, P11. He's a playoff driver. Josh Patterson, 12th. Glenn Bundren, 13th. Sean York, 14th. Benjamin A. White, 15th. Jake Mativier, 16th. Jay Mulder, he's a playoff driver. Him and Paul Granata each right there, row 9. These guys are going to have to go through the field. They are not going to start very... they're going to start pretty deep in the field. And so is that guy, the two guys behind him, Timmy Spatz and Henry Klappert. Spatz, Klappert, and Kennedy are all tied in points, and they are each... Obviously, with them being tied 2 points behind Garrett A. White, so Klappert and Spatz starting back here. It's good news for them that Paul Granata and Jay Mulder are right there because those guys had bad qualifying runs. John Mulder got 21st, and Ryan Martin, he is 7 points off the cut. He is 22nd, the last car to qualify. The rest of the guys who didn't qualify include Aaron Giffen, Blaze Brinkley, Latham Joyner, Coy Hasselow, Seth Warren, Mason Suit, DJ Powell, Bill Krebs, and Andy Daigle to round out the field here. And Parker right now, 27 points above the cut here. 75 laps, 111 miles scheduled with an average lap time of 33 seconds for these guys. And hopefully the engines will fire in a moment and we'll be able to get some racing to your guys' screens here. Some virtual racing here from Homestead-Miami, Florida. One of the world's premier 1.5 miles. And looks like everyone's grid. Looks like DJ Powell, Bo Krebs, Andy Daigle will all miss the grid. Looks like Coy Hasselow as well. He will also miss the grid. So Parker White will lead us from the pole today. As the night sky slowly begins to fall here on the field, we'll go through the field, look at some of the playoff drivers, look at some of their paint schemes here. Lots of blue. If you see those blue banners that say playoff driver, most likely that's an indication they're a playoff driver. You can see it right there on Gino Mero's 71. Most of the drivers have it. I believe the only ones who don't are Christian Visconti and Henry Klappert, and I believe Garrett A. White as well. So we'll see from there. Series sponsor Josh Patterson, JP Designs on that 02. He's right there. Oh, the 23 and 20, they also don't have the banners. So there's about 4 playoff guys who don't have the banners, but coming through 3 and 4. Parker White, the man who's been on a hot streak lately, and he's going to lead us to the green flag here to start us off at Homestead. Mark Frimpong to his outside. Frimpong was not a playoff driver this season. He didn't show up as much, but he was a Final Four driver last season. He's a very competitive driver, and it's great to see Mark back here. Here for the JP Designs Truck Series, race number 12 here from Homestead-Miami Speedway, the playoff elimination race. These guys are green. Parker White leads them into turn 1, and the field is going to be 2 by 2. Some 3 wide, Garrett A. White up the middle. Some 4 wide nearly, as all of these guys try to wiggle their way through 1 and 2. Oh, Henry Klappert is loose. He takes out Ryan Martin, and Henry Klappert's around.
Yellow flag.
Oh my goodness, I think Henry Klappert just caused a wreck. And I think he just took out Ryan Martin. We'll get a look here and see. So it looks like Ryan Martin, he checked up on the start. Not 100% sure what happened. Here's Klappert into turn 1. Yeah, he just gets loose. Corrects into Ryan Martin. That's all on the 34 right there of Klappert. As we'll pull up the WORC replay, we'll see if we can get a look at the 9. And Henry Klappert, wow, that was pretty bad. Wow, I didn't expect, you know, he didn't really practice much. I gotta see what happened to Ryan Martin. See if he's okay. So here it is. Klappert gets loose, tags Martin. Martin goes for a slide. Oh, he gets heavy contact to Seth Warren and Mason Suit. Suit's probably done for the night, as is Warren. That takes out 2 Fry Designs guys. However, Martin's truck looks fairly clean, so there might have been some netcode involved. Which will be lucky on the 9's end, because that was really not his fault. That was all the 34 of Klappert. And Klappert's back there. He's got some right side damage. Man, At 34, he's got a little bit of right side damage, and that's going to shuffle everyone back together here. And that's unfortunate for these guys because to start off a race with a caution like that, especially coming from a playoff driver, that's not something you want to see every day. Man. Well, I don't really know what else to say. I don't think these guys are going to pit, and we're going to have a single file restart here per WORC rules, so that's going to shake up everything. I'm going to take a quick look at Klappert here, who should be getting the EOL for that. And Mason Suit will be out of the race, unfortunately. Seth Warren, it looks like he's going to be able to continue. There's Klappert, he's down pit road. Jay Mulder, he's towards the back as well. Ryan Martin looks like he's coming out of pit road. Not sure what kind of damage he had on that 9. Hopefully it's not too major and he'll be fine. Man, that Parker White though, I mean, he's going to get some laps led, and that's a bonus point. So that's not something these guys wanted to see, because these guys already, they know Parker's on a hot streak now, and if he wins another race, well, I mean, he's just going to keep racking up those points. And the more bonus points he has, I'm not even too sure where we'll find the cutoff. So give and take though, these guys will all go to the wall, single filed out. Pace car will pull off into pit road. The iRacing.com Ford Mustang. And Mark is all over Parker's rear bumper here as he's trying to time this restart as good as he can. Pace car pulls off.
Green flag, green flag.
And the green flag is out. Parker stacks him up a little bit. Frimpong and Burgy kind of bottleneck together. Chase Marsden up to P4. And look here, 3 wide. Ramstead, Kennedy, and Garrett White was there for a moment. Those guys are all playoff drivers here. And looking back here, the 4 has a lot of damage. That's Benjamin A. White. I didn't quite see how he got his damage. So back here we got Aaron Giffen, Latham Joyner, Blaze Brinkley, Andy Deigel, Jay Mulder, Seth Warren, Jake Mativier, Ryan Martin, and Henry Klappert way back here. John Mulder, he's coming out of pit road. He has heavy damage as well. But up front, Parker White leads early on as these guys go towards the bottom side to start off the run. Of course, these guys, they have 2 tire changes. So these guys, some of these guys going save tire mode, trying to predict if we'll go green or not. Of course, a lap 1 caution kind of throws your strategy into it kind of just throws you in a mix because you're not really 100% sure of what you want to get done. I mean, do you want to save tires or what? So these top 3 though, especially Parker White and Joe Burgy, the guys who are 1st and 3rd in points, I mean, that is huge for those guys. Chase Marsden running P5, that's really good for him. Gino 6th, Clayton 7th. Blake, he needed a good day. He's 1 position ahead of the guy he's fighting on that cutoff, which is Garrett A. White. But the good news for them is I don't think these guys are fighting on the cutoff right now because Visconti's back here in 11th, but even further back is Paul Granata as well as Timmy Spatz. And Granata, he's really going to have to try to drive through the field here. And Jay Mulder as well, he's back here in 22nd. I'm not sure if that's part of his strategy, try to stay at the back and pick some guys off, but I don't know if it's a very solid strategy if you're that close to the cut. I mean, there's not really much room for... I guess there's not much room for mistake is what I'm trying to say. I mean, it's 2 races per round. You really have to just be on your game the whole time. And that's the big thing that these guys are looking for here. So right now, Parker leads, though, the single file train. As everyone just trying to be patient right now. Chase Marsden, he's the only guy up here in the top, looks like 10 maybe, who's running a higher line. Everyone kind of is running about half a lane to a lane off the bottom, whereas Marsden is running about a lane off the top side. look at him enter the corner there. He's going to move down a little bit more here in this corner, so of course he's going to disprove me right there, but maybe he's just got a different line in 1 and 2 and I'm looking at it wrong. But that 23, he'll be a guy to watch out for because he was just a handful of points above the cut. To be exact here, let me pull it up real quick. Looks like Chase Marsden was simply 3 points above the cut, so that's huge for him. And Blake running P8 with Garrett A. White behind him, that's big as well. Josh Patterson rounds out the top 10 early on here. And they've got a little bit of a train back here. Glenn Bundren leading Noah Busher, Sean Urich, and there's Paul Granata. He's up to 15th. He started 18th, so he's slowly trickled away a few positions early on. And he's running the high side here. In fact, he's going to have a huge run on Sean Urich. Look at Granata in the 04. He's trying to make it go time here. He knows he has to be up front. He has to put himself in position to gain some points on these playoff guys. And right here, he dives to the inside of Urich. We'll see if he's able to clear him here. Coming off the corner, Granata is not going to be able to clear him. Urich's going to get back to his outside. Oh, some smoke in the back. Benjamin A. White, I believe, may have gotten a little loose. I'm not sure. Aaron Giffen and Latham Joyner go by him there. And Blaze Brinkley's on pit road. John Mulder's back there as well. John Mulder, he's Jay's dad. Jay being up here. And they've had a rough couple of starts. Well, John has. Speaking of a guy who looks like he's had a rough start, Jake Mativier has some rear end damage right there. Not sure where that came from, but he is riding in the back right now. Henry Klappert up on the top side. And Ryan Martin back there. Those guys probably going to suffer going a lap down. Martin 19 seconds back on the field. Klappert 16. Mativier 12. So, meanwhile up front, Mark Frimpong, he got passed by Joe Burgy. And he's got Austin Duran in the 45 all over his rear bumper there. And looks like Duran's going to try to peek to the inside here for P3. Not sure if Frimpong is trying to save or what. Back here, a little bit of a train. Gino Mero, he's blocking here. He gets the wall a little bit. And Blake Kennedy and Clayton Ramstead side by side behind him here. Kennedy rolling the bottom. And Kennedy, he won't quite get the run off the corner that he's probably wanting. But a good run for him as he's trying to pass Ramstead and Mero here. And Clayton is actually going to dive down in front of Blake right here. Ramstead and Kennedy going at it here with Gino Mero, all three playoff drivers. And Garrett A. White lurking in the background right here. So right now Clayton, maybe he's the guy looking to make some moves here. He's on the inside of Gino, and Blake, he seems to dive it in. He likes to go way down to the bottom towards that white line. He doesn't in this corner, but the past couple, Blake has just gone right down to that apron. And coming off the corner here, Blake is going to be side by side with Gino as Clayton Ramstead makes the pass. And that's going to pull Garrett A. White into these guys because of the way that these guys are having a race. Man, Garrett A. White now to the inside of Gino Mero. And he's going to clear him as well. Gino falling back quite a bit here. And Josh Patterson, he got passed by Christian Visconti. Visconti coming up through the ranks here. As right here, Gino Mero, Visconti, he's got a really good run. He's going to get right up to the back bumper of Mero, potentially here in the next couple of laps. And a little bit further back, Paul Granata on an island of his own. Here's Timmy Spatz. He's in 16th. He got passed by Aaron Giffen. Now he's getting passed by Latham Joyner. And Spatz going the wrong direction here. As Jay Mulder, they're three wide back here. Warren, Mulder, and Urich. As Jay Mulder, he's trying to punch his ticket forward here through the field. He's gaining positions pretty quickly here. He's up to 18th. As he's rim riding the wall right there, trying to get as much as he can. Look how high he is, and look at his teammate Seth Warren in the 81. Each of them getting right up there. Back towards the field, there's Klappert, there's Martin. Each of these guys definitely going a lap down. Mativier as well, but Mativier is not a playoff driver. And up front, Parker White, he made a mistake. He got passed by Burgy and Frimpong. Although I'm not too sure that was a mistake. Parker, he could just be saving, so... Not 200% positive here if Parker's saving or what, but I believe that's the case. He did this at Auto Club. I mean, Parker, he's one of the best drivers here. I mean, plain and simple, bias or non-bias, whatever you say, if you like him, if you don't, you have to admit, Parker, I mean, he's moved himself pretty much up the ranks here and has really thrust himself into a championship position. And for him to be P3, he got the pole, he won Auto Club, and then turned around and won Lime Rock. He's on a win streak right now because he also won the GT3 challenge at Daytona to open that season. So, I mean, Parker could very well just be saving here. And Joe Burgy, P3 in the points, he's going to get a dive bomb here from Mark Frimpong. We'll see if Mark can complete the pass on the inside. Mark will slide up in front of Joe Burgy, and there it is. Mark Frimpong, new leader here in the 53 at Homestead, 20 laps into this one. And Joe Burgy, we'll see if he backs off his pace, maybe tries to save a little, or if he's going to try to stay right up there with Frimpong. Parker White, he's not lurking too far back behind him. Austin Duran, he's going to get sucked in here by Chase Marsden, and I'm a little surprised because Marsden was running the higher line. But don't look now, Marsden's teammate Clayton Ramstad in the 3D Printway 20. Clayton has been on a roll. He's passed quite a few drivers, and he's marching his way forward through the field early on here. Blake as well, him and Garrett A. White, they've been pretty close to each other this whole time, and they're also catching up to Duran and Marsden as well. And Christian Visconti, he's up to P9. Gino Mero, he's fallen back quite a bit here. He gets passed by Glenn Bundren on the outside. Josh Patterson going to the bottom here as he gets passed by Noah Busher. Here comes Paul Granata. He's getting a little bit of a threat from Aaron Giffen here in the 29. I'm not sure if Paul is just kind of dropping back a little bit or what, but for a moment there, it looked like Giffen got really close. Looks like he lost some time off exit as Giffen runs a way different line. He drives it in pretty deep to the apron there. And he gains middle of the corner, actually. It looks like he might be a little bit faster than Granata, just Granata gets the exit off. And Josh Patterson, Granata's teammate, and Patterson, not a playoff driver. We'll see what happens here when Granata catches him. What happens there, but Paul doing a really good job trying to get his way through the field. Him and Jay Mulder each. Jay fell all the way back to 25th, and he's up to 16th, so pretty impressive there. Timmy Spatz, unfortunately, he's just going the wrong way, and that's on top of the struggles of Henry Klappert and Ryan Martin early on. As those guys were banking for another yellow, they did not catch back to the field, and unfortunately, that's kind of the issue there for those guys, is they didn't quite get caught back up. Parker White, he's going to gain some ground here on Joe Burgy. He's actually going to get a really good exit, and he's going to attack Burgy here. I believe Parker backed off for a little bit, maybe try to save some stuff up. Either that or Burgy's backing off. Sometimes, obviously, you can tell it's a little difficult to try to figure out who's saving and who's not, who's backing off their pace and all that. As Parker makes the pass for second on Burgy, and he is 5/10 behind our leader Frimpong, who is pacing himself nicely. Clayton Ramstad up to P4 as Austin Duran has fallen all the way back to 7th. He's gotten trained a little bit, I guess, as he's gotten passed by Ramstad, Marsden, and Kennedy. He's actually going to get a really good exit off here. I don't know if it'll be enough to try to attack Kennedy. And don't look now, but Christian Visconti in the 80, he's paced himself well. He's caught himself back up to these guys up here. And I expect pit stops to occur soon, within the next 15 or so laps. As Duran, he's going to slide up the racetrack here. And Garrett A. White's going to dive to his inside as Duran may have burned the tires off early on. And Visconti as well, he's going to work his way up there and try to get by Austin Duran. Back here, Paul Granata still up on the wall. Looks like Aaron Giffen's backed off of him a little bit. There's Josh Patterson, so these guys kind of alienating themselves at the moment. Timmy Spatz back here as well. One last check on Klappert and Martin as Martin goes to the bottom. He's about to get lapped. As there's our leader, Mark Frimpong. And a very unfortunate turn of events here may cost Ryan Martin and Henry Klappert playoff spots. And that was kind of on Klappert's mistake as well. So looks like Blake Kennedy, he's moving himself up. He's trying to attack Chase Marsden here. Kennedy goes to the inside of the 23. And we'll see here if Blake Kennedy can complete the pass. Blake with one win on the season. That came late in the regular season at iRacing Super Speedway. And Chase way up the racetrack there. May have knocked the right rear into the wall a bit. Other than that, Garrett White and Christian Visconti now. Visconti, he's got a head full of steam and he's gaining a lot on Garrett White. Visconti looks like he's running a little bit of a lower line, which may be beneficial to him here for tire saving purposes. And it appears speed purposes as well, as look at the run he's going to get on Garrett White. He's going to pull behind him here real quick, and then coming into the corner, I imagine Visconti, he's going to pull down. There it is, Visconti pulls down on White. White's going to try to pinch him down a little bit. We'll see if White overdrives the corner a little bit. There it is. White comes off the hill a little bit, trying to get a run off the corner. Visconti's going to come to his inside. Side by side for P7, two playoff drivers, Visconti and Garrett White. Right here into the 1 and 2. Looks like Garrett White, he runs a lot higher in that corner. He's actually probably going to get a really good exit off compared to his recent exits off the corner, as Visconti's still battling him on the inside for the moment. Right there, Visconti, he wiggles a little bit here as Garrett White. Good corner for him in the 26, great defense. He's going to clear Christian Visconti, and for now the 80 will have to back off and fare himself in 8th place. As back up front, Parker White has gotten by Mark Frimpong as they have just lapped Ryan Martin. And that's big news because the next guy that's about to be lapped could be one of these two. Henry Klappert has ran down Jake Mativier. Mativier with some right front damage there. Looks like he may have pounded the wall a little bit in that 7 Auto Owners truck. And here comes Henry trying to make a move on him here. Henry, this is crucial for him. He's trying to get himself in position to be either the lucky dog or the last car on the lead lap if those leaders catch them. And Henry is also going to have to try to save tires or do something very erratic here because he is quite a bit back. This is the battle for 23rd on track. And Henry versus Jake right now. This is definitely an interesting battle there. As look at the run. Mativier is going to get off the top side here. He's going to clear Henry for the moment. And all of this because Parker White is coming through 3 and 4 right now. Henry might want to try to make this move quickly on Mativier because Sean Urich has fallen back quite a bit. And Henry is going to have to try to pick these guys off. In fact, he loses a lot of time there. I think he may have just gotten the wall. Klappert loses 7/10 to Mativier, and you may want to bookmark that one, as Granata will fly right by Patterson for P13. Here comes Jay Mulder, as looks like Seth Warren has also moved through the field with his teammate Andy Deigel and Aaron Giffen next to each other here, as Giffen has kind of fallen back a little bit. In fact, Timmy Spatz has kind of reeled him in, and here's Latham Joyner as well. Joyner we haven't heard much from here. He's running P20 right now at the moment. Latham, usually a guy who we see up front. Looks like Benjamin A. White with all of his damage. He's kind of lagging back as well. Back here to these guys though, and Ryan Martin, he's getting lapped right now, and I feel really bad for him. He honestly didn't really have much of a shot once Klappert got loose and won on lap 1, because right here we're 30 laps into the race and Martin's getting lapped. Klappert's about to get lapped, and both of their days probably ruined because of a really dumb mistake on Klappert's part. But sometimes, unfortunately, that's just how racing is, and that's just how things go. And it sucks for those guys because, I'm noticing something here. Sorry to get a little sidetracked. There's some right front damage to the 80 of Visconti that I didn't quite notice before. Not sure if he tried to go up to the wall or what, but he's actually going to get passed here by Glenn Bundren, I believe, because Bundren looks like he's faster at the moment. Maybe not. Maybe I misjudged it a bit, but back up front, Parker White leads Mark Frimpong, but Frimpong has not quite gone away. Back here for P3, Clayton Ramstad has worked his way up there. Good run for Clayton here, as he also ran top 3 at Lime Rock, and when he came to us in his interview, Clayton was telling us, well, believe it or not, out of me and my teammate Chase is the one who's the road course guy. I had no idea what I was doing out here. And Clayton went out there, ran top 3, played himself a smart race, and booked himself a very good points position for the moment. As Mativier is going to go a lap down here, he's lost some time, and some guys are pitting early on. I just noticed Henry Klappert is getting positions. Pit stops are happening right now. There's Parker White and Mark Frimpong, 1-2. Trying to watch these playoff drivers here to see who has come down to pit. Looks like Klappert has come down to pit, actually. So, never mind that one. Oh, maybe not. Never mind. Klappert's pit stop was early on in the race. I forgot about that. So there's Clayton Ramstead, he's P3, and Mark Frimpong, he's staying right there with Parker White. He's not letting that 95 get out of his sight. And look at Jake Mativier on fresh tires. What is that 7 going to do? He's going to try to pass the leaders here. And Mark, he's trying to block the 7. He says, hold on, man. You're a lap car. We're battling for the lead. You got to be patient. But Mativier says, no, 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 no. I'm a lap car. I got to get my lap back. And that's exactly what the 7 is doing. He's going to power right on by Frimpong. He's going to go to the outside of Parker here. And Mark might be able to use this to his advantage as a pick. He's going to be able to get Mativier's draft here into the corner. And as they dive it down low, we'll see here Mativier, he just gets so much better cornering when he gets to... Oh! Jay Mativier just LePage Parker White!
Caution, yellow flag.
We will be right back here on WORC TV. We're going to pull up the WORC replay. It's going to be silent for a minute, folks. Give me just a second here. Alright guys, sorry I left my mic unmuted there. I'm not going to replay that for WORC purposes. We will take a look at it post-race. I'm a little lost for words there. Man. Looks like we've got some drivers taking the wave around here. Looks like Henry Klappert, Aaron Giffen. Oh, actually, Aaron Giffen may not be able to take the wave here. It looks like he's behind Joe Burgy. Benjamin A. White, I believe, is taking the wave. Looks like Gino Mero. Latham Joyner might be. Latham is coming off of pit road. There's Josh Patterson. Alright. Looks like here Mark Frimpong, he's gonna dive down pit road. Not sure if he's just trying to go to the back or what. I'm gonna get a look here at Parker White. He's off the track. So it looks like Blake might be the leader here, as they're going to double it up, either Blake or Clayton. Blake might just be choosing the outside line here. All right. Well, after that yellow, about halfway through this one, looks like we're going to have Blake Kennedy and Clayton Ramstead here, front row. Glenn Bunger and Garrett White, second row. Not sure what happened to Glenn there. He moved himself through the field.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag waves, and Blake, what a restart by him at that 75. He pulls away with a massive lead here, and he needed himself a big day, and now all these guys are really going to have to try to capitalize on the misfortune of the 7 apparently not having any maturity, because, man, I seriously don't know what to say. Blake Kennedy's going to lead us here through 3 and 4.
The yellow flag is out.
And yellow's out. Looks like Timmy Spats, Josh Patterson around. Yeah, looks like Josh Patterson. He might be the main culprit here. Let's get a WORC replay, and we're probably going to have a single file restart after this one. Oh my goodness. I'm not really 100% sure what happened here. They are 3 wide, 2 rows deep back here. Oh, looks like the 94 gets turned. We're going to need another look here. We're going to go far chase cam and see if we can get a look, see what happens to the 94, as that looks to be the root cause. Oh yeah, the 94 just comes down, which causes a stack up there, and man, that is unfortunate. We had such a good green flag run going. It is what it is, I guess. Things happen in racing. Alright, so we should have a single file restart here. I guess I'll pull up a mid-race update. 33 laps to go, 3 cautions, 5 caution laps. We've had 6 lead changes tonight. There's a pretty good battle going on between Frimpong and Parker until that mess happened. Man. Alright, well, these guys should get the 1 to green this time by, with Blake Kennedy leading them here, as the night sky begins to fall here on Homestead. Alright, let's see if they get the one to green here. I don't believe they'll be double file. So we'll see here. Pace car lights go off. If they do double it up. Pace car lights do go off. They might actually double it up here. I'm a little surprised. I thought that would be a single file restart. Jay Mulder, look at him. He's up to 6th. He's doing good here. Paul Granata, he's on pit road. Oh, with 1 to go here. So Paul Granata, Henry Klappert on pit road. These guys are going to have to rush their way out of here. And officially by what looks like iRacing is telling us here, Parker White will finish P23. Man, he was 27 on the cut, so I believe he'll be fine. He led some laps, he got some bonus points, but it all depends on where guys like Blake, Clayton, Garrett A. White, Jay Mulder, Marsden, Burgy, all these guys, it depends on where they finish. So Blake leads us into 3 and 4. And looks like Glenn Bundren, he's going to make an attack here on the outside. He's trying to catch Clayton Ramstead. And back here, looks like Joe Burgy making a move on Austin Duran, as is Jay Mulder. A little bit further back, Marsden, Visconti. Here's Frimpong. He's trying to drive himself back up to the front. Looks like he's taking Latham Joyner with him. Oh, Latham is going to get loose. What a save by Latham Joyner right there. That was a little nerve-wracking for a second. Gino Mera, he dives to the inside. He's a playoff driver. He fell back early on the green flag run. He's probably trying to save his stuff up more now. Look back here, Henry Klappert, he's up to 16th. He's ahead of Paul Granata. This is big because Klappert was just 3 points behind Granata, and Granata right now, well, he's three positions behind Klappert, and he might get passed here by Josh Patterson. Patterson's, never mind, he's going to scrape the wall. And the 0-2, he's struggling back here. He's going to get passed by Ryan Martin. Martin, unfortunately, is still a lap down, so he is not benefiting at all from this. But back up front here, this is kind of the battle I'm watching right here. And look here, Aaron Giffen, that is Henry's teammate. And Benjamin A. White, well, he's having a blow. Oh, Aaron Giffen slides down to the apron. Giffen locks it up. He's going to hit the inside wall. I don't believe that'll be a caution. Giffen might have to get that thing wrapped around. Leader's going to have to be careful here. Don't believe they're going to catch Giffen. Smart on Giffen's part to try to stay out of the way there. That is unfortunate for that 29. He was consistent all day. Well, Blake Kennedy, meanwhile, he's still the leader here early on. And right here, pretty good battle for third brewing up here with Glenn Bundren, Garrett A. White, and Joe Burgy right there. It might even become a battle for P2 because Clayton Ramstead's right there. And look back here, Mark Frimpong, he's really fast. He might be burning those tires off a little bit, but he is diving it down to the inside of Duran. And he's going to come up and clear him there. And Marsden, he's going to cook the corner. He's going to get in the wall. Marsden has to try to evade the 80. And what an avoidance by Visconti. Unfortunately for Marsden, this is huge. He's losing tons of position. He has smacked the wall with that right front, and he's going to lose to Gino Mero as well, another playoff driver. And Chase, he's going to have to re-rack quickly because here comes Paul Granata. He's gotten by Henry Klappert. And Granata, he's trying to roll himself through the field. And now here comes Granata. He's kind of being held up right now by Timmy Spatz, who's a lap truck. Spatz and Ryan Martin are actually each lapped trucks. They're the only two trucks a lap down. And that's big for these guys like Granata and Klappert because they're trying to fight for every playoff position they can. And right here, look at Paul. He's just rolling the top side. Meanwhile, up front, Blake Kennedy, he's pulled himself away. And Clayton Remstead, he's not doing too bad. I mean, he's holding on to P2 here. And Glenn Bundren, what a drive for him. He started deep in the field, and he's kind of ran about mid-pack, but as soon as the track came dark, just became more grippier, it just kind of came to Glenn Bundren in that 878 Bundren lawn care machine. And he's doing himself a really good job up there, running on the wall. While some of these other guys like White and Burgy, they're running that bottom side. Here comes Frimpong, he's up to P6. Mulder 7th, Visconti 8th. Looks like Latham Joyner and Austin Duran round out the top 10. In fact, Duran, he's maybe going to go to the outside. No, he runs a little bit different line to Latham here. We'll see what kind of a run these guys get. It's kind of weird they crisscross each other. Oh, Austin Duran gets the wall. Gino Mero back here, he's trying to capitalize on gaining all these positions as he's running on the top side right here. He's trying to march his way up into the top 10. Here comes Mero. He's going to get pinched a little bit. They're 3 wide coming off corner exit here. Warren, Duran, and Mero. And Duran and Warren, they kind of lean on each other a little bit there. So Gino Mero, he luckily gets out of that one. And Austin Duran, he's falling back quickly. He's about to lose to Noah Busher. And Chase Marsden, he's trying to get back up there. Meanwhile, back here, Henry Klappert has lost quite a bit of time to Paul Granata. I'm not sure if he's saving or if he's just generally that slow. He also may have some damage from the early contact with Ryan Martin. But there's Granata, there's Klappert. So coming off the corner, obviously right here, Granata, he's about to throw himself into this big pack right here being led by Gino Mero. As Mero, he must have hit the wall or something, lost some position. This allows Marsden to dive it in there, and here comes Paul. He's licking at the chops to get involved in this battle. He knows he can gain positions here, and he just watched Marsden hit the wall right there. He knows that there is plenty to gain. It's just a matter of time as to when he will gain, and we're about to see it right here. Showcased right here. Let's see what can Granata and the 04 do. Paul's going to dive it down to the inside, and watch here. Marsden and Mero, they're at the front of this pack. They're also playoff drivers, and this gives us 34 a chance as well to try to throw his hat in the ring. So Marsden, he goes to the inside of Mero here. This is for position and playoff battle as well. Marsden will dive it down way low, whereas Mero runs way up on the wall, and Marsden might lose some time here. Maybe he gains middle of the corner. I just don't think he's quite going to get the exit. Side by side, a little bit of contact. Not sure if Marsden meant to come up that high. Andy Deigel, he's trying to get something done there. And then right here, look at Marsden. He's going to go right back to the inside here. He just gains so much middle of the corner, but Mero just gets the exit. They're going to be 3 wide. Andy Deigel gets a run on the inside in that 94. He's going to try to make something happen. Marsden's going to come up in front of Paul Granata. Granata has to check up. And 3 playoff drivers right under a blanket right here. All very crucial positions, especially for Marsden and Granata, who were very, very close to that cutoff. And right back here, the box of drivers, I'm looking back here, there's Klappert, and there's Benjamin A. White, so I really don't think anybody, Klappert might have a chance if he gets up there, but these guys, he's going to need more battling, and that's perfect right there. The 94 gets the wall. Andy Deigel gets the wall, he comes down on Duran. What a save by Duran. I'm not sure if the 34 will gain position there. Back up here, Granata, he's trying to go to the outside of Marsden, who had to back off of Merrow a little bit there. And now Granata, he's going to try to cross over Marsden for position here. Granata to the inside. Chase Marsden trying to fight him back. He might be able to cross him over here coming off exit. We'll see. Gino Merrow, he kind of backed it off there off the exit here. And this is going to be really entertaining to see what the 71, 04, and 23 do, because they're all fighting for as much as they can get. The 23 has some right front damage on that thing, and that's probably holding him back a little bit. As Granata and Merrow, they're going to go at it here. Granata to the inside. Oh, Merrow blinks out. Looks like he's back, though. A little bit of network issue there for him in that 71. Oh, that's not good. Normally, if somebody's blinking out that much, that's an issue. Hopefully Gino's okay. We're going to have to monitor that. If Gino lags out, he could be out of the playoffs here. Back up front. It's becoming a little bit of a battle for the lead here. Blake Kennedy, he's going to have to try to hold off Clayton Ramstead and Garrett A. White here, as Glenn Bundren's falling back a little bit. And this one is coming down to the 75 and the 20. At 20 backed off a little bit, saved his stuff up, and now he's a little bit faster than Kennedy. He's also running a little bit of a higher line, which generally here at Homestead is faster. And Garrett A. White is lurking in the shadows here. Blake was just 2 points behind Garrett A. White, so... Ramstead to the inside. He might clear Blake here. He's going to have to dive it in pretty deep. We'll see if Blake defends. Blake goes up to the wall. He's going to actually come down middle of the corner here. We'll see what kind of a run the 75 can get. Coming off corner exit here, side by side for the lead. Every point matters, and these guys know it. They're all each going for it here. A win would be huge because this is for playoff points. And that's something that 75 and the 20 each are going to need. 20 had the most playoff points leading into this race. And Blake, unfortunately, is going to lose that position for now. He might try to make a move back to the inside of Ramstead here. We'll see. Blake's going to send it in on him. Kennedy to the inside of Ramstead, the 75 and the 20. Oh, caution is out. This changes everything. I don't know where the yellow is. Could it be Latham? What's the yellow on here? I'm trying to figure it out. Didn't find anybody wrecked on track. I believe it's on Benjamin A. White, perhaps, in the 4. We're going to pull up the WORC replay, see what we can find. I'm not 100% if it was him. It may have been Latham Joyner. Let me take a look here, folks. I still got the WORC replay screen up here. Oh, yes, it is on Latham Joyner indeed. I don't know if it's quite on Latham, but we'll figure it out here. So it looks like here he was rolling the outside, trying to get to Noah Busher. And, oh, looks like Latham just got loose. And unfortunately, that turns him around. Look at Chase Marsden. He went way down to the apron to try to avoid that. So unfortunately for Latham, that will be a 1 out of 3 on him. He's been fighting a loose truck, it seems, most of the race. And these guys kind of come in and take their second set of tires, and this is when Blake seemed to be really quick, was on the short run. So Ramstead, he's going to come out of pit road first. Looks like Blake is going to fall all the way back to 3rd. Mark Frimpong gets a jump. He's up to 4th. Looks like Christian Visconti is going to pass Jay Mulder coming off of pit road. Mulder did not quite have that good of a stop. Paul Granata, what a stop for him. He's up to 9th. And back here through the field, Looking at all the pit stops happening here, Henry Klappert is still on pit road. He looks like he's serving a penalty of some sort. Maybe. No, I don't think that was a penalty. Alright, well, Ryan Martin, unfortunately, I don't think he's getting his lap back here. He's had a rough race. And Blake Kennedy, he loses some position. Mark Frimpong's up the front. This might be good. Here they are. Well, they're going to double up here. They're going to try to duel it out. One last mid-race update, I guess. 7 laps to go. We've had 4 yellows, 11 caution laps, 7 lead changes. And Clayton Ramstead, Garrett A. White, the front row. Mark Frimpong, he's led some laps. Blake just led most of that last stint. Burgy's led a handful of laps. We've got Christian Visconti up in the mix. Paul Granata has driven himself up into the top 10.
Green flag.
And Clayton
green
Ramstead,
flag.
what a jump for him. He gets going really well here on that restart. The rest of the top 4, looks like Blake Kennedy did not get that good of a restart. Mark Frimpong's going to go to the inside of Garrett A. White. And it's crunch time for these guys. They are fighting for everything, and I expect some chaos to happen here. You've got guy. Oh, Seth Warren rushes up the racetrack. He's going to clip Christian Visconti. What a save! What a save by the 80 truck! Christian Visconti, a phenomenal save. Unfortunately for him, he's going to need more to happen up front. He may be out of a playoff spot. Oh my goodness. That would be the epitome of bad luck for Visconti. And Joe Burgy is loose in front of the field. Joe Burgy is getting trained by the field. They're just going to stack up. Here comes everyone. Klappert to the inside. Here comes Visconti. Craziness stacking up here. Joe Burgy is super slow. Visconti's going to go right back by Henry Klappert here. This is huge for playoff position. Look at this gaggle of cars up here. 4 wide. Mulder way to the inside here. Jay Mulder's a little slow. He's going to lose some position, it looks like, potentially. Gino Mero flying by on the outside. He's not taking any prisoners here. 4 wide again back here. Patterson, Duran, Visconti taking everyone for granted here, saying it's crunch time. I got to get back up there. And I imagine that 80 is not happy with the 81. And up front, look here. Paul Granata, he's up to P4. What a run on the short run here for the 04. He's marched his way up there. And up front, we've got a 3-truck train, Ramstead, White, and Kennedy. with Granata leading from 4th. Marsden is up to 6th. And look at Visconti. He's collected himself well. Henry Klappert has put himself up here as well. Joe Burgy is falling back quite a bit, and he might throw himself out of the mix here. Visconti's going to go to the outside of Mulder. See, Henry Klappert, he's also trying the outside line as well. We'll see what Visconti can get done off the exit here. Mulder's going to come up. He's going to throw a block. Visconti's going to come down. They're going to be 3 wide. Visconti up the middle in the 80. He's showing so much aggression right now. A phenomenal save on his part. He's going to clear Jay Mulder. Here comes Henry Klappert. He's trying to throw himself into the mix. He's got help from Josh Patterson. We'll see if he pushes him by. Duran blocks Visconti, so Visconti dives to his inside. Klappert still rolling the top, back up front. Looks like Clayton Ramstead is checked out from Garrett A. White and Blake Kennedy way up here. As Kennedy goes to the inside. Final lap here from Homestead. Paul Granata right there. Blake, he knows every point matters. He's diving to the inside of Garrett A. White. We'll see what matters here. Coming off of 3 and 4, Clayton Ramstead on the short run. Coming off of turn 4, Ramstead's going to take home the win at Homestead. Drag race for second. White's going to get it. Paul Granata's getting past here. 3 wide. Here comes Seth Warren. Several playoff drivers in the mix. And I have no idea what the point situation is. Joe Burgy, 16th. This is absolute chaos here at the finish, but Clayton Ramstead, his first career WORC win, comes right here. Oh my God. Clayton Ramstead coming off of 3 and 4. He's the race winner here today at Homestead. Let's see if he burns it down. Man, what a run for Ramstead. He was up there at the front. He capitalizes on a little bit of a misfortune for Kennedy after passing him right before the yellow comes out. And he'll take the win here at Homestead. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back here following this commercial break.
The field is rolling on the back straightaway.
Get ready. This is going to be tight. Out of turn 4, ladies and gentlemen. The All-American 400 is underway.
Got to be careful. The bumps here can get you every time. Entering the corner, exiting the corner.
All right, everybody, welcome back here to WORC TV. We have official results at the moment. We're going to have to take a look at penalties, of course, and see what incidences may have occurred. However, it appears that Christian Visconti, unfortunately, didn't do enough after making that save. Henry Klappert, Timmy Spatz, Ryan Martin, and Ethan Workman also eliminated. We're going to pull in our race winner, though, our top three for some interviews here. Clayton, you're in the WORC TV booth. You had a copy, bud.
Yeah, how's it going, man?
Well, congratulations to you, Clayton. Your first win of the season comes here in an elimination race at Homestead. You've had yourself a solid playoffs. What do you think did it there on that green-white checkered restart, or not green-white checker, but that late race restart that propelled you to win?
I mean, I seemed like I was pretty good on fresh tires. So I was just hoping I could block the inside as much as I could. And I was kind of surprised. I thought the outside was going to be a lot faster than it was. I tried experimenting with it earlier in the race, and it didn't seem to pan out. So it's just a matter of if someone was catching me, I was going to try to make sure I was going to have the inside line, but didn't really end up having a battle at the end. I was just kind of drove to the end. So yeah, it was a great race.
All right, man. Well, for sure. Obviously there you had the lead on the last restart, and that obviously helped you because you were able to time the restart. How crucial do you think that pass on Blake Kennedy was right before the yellow comes out?
Oh man, that was everything. It would have been really tough if he had the jump on me and tried to pass him, because it was a pretty tough battle getting by him for sure.
Well, fortunately for you, Clayton, you move on to the next round of the JP Designs playoffs here. And before I let you go, do you have anybody you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, 3D Printway. If you haven't visited the site already, definitely check it out. And also like to thank my teammate Chase Marsden. He helped me practice a lot the last couple of days. We spent a lot more time on this track than what we usually do, and it definitely paid off. And I do want to get a shout out to Parker White. It's too bad he got taken out earlier. I was hoping to try to battle with him there, towards the finish, but it all worked out, I guess.
All right, man. Well, congratulations, and we'll see you next week as we head to Talladega to open up the next round of the playoffs.
Sounds good.
All right, guys. That was Clayton Ramstead. He finished P1 here tonight, and we are going to have to bring in Garrett A. White, who got P2 here. Garrett, you're in the WORC TV booth. You had a copy, bud.
Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations, Garrett. You come home P2, a hard-fought battle there with Blake Kennedy, who was the guy directly behind you in points. You guys marched yourselves towards the front and had a good finish. You moved on to the next round, Garrett, with this solid finish. And what are your thoughts heading into Talladega next week?
Yeah, it's time to celebrate a little bit, making it in. But Talladega is such a wild card. We don't know what's going to happen, but it's good to be and still in the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm not really sure what else to ask you there. I guess I gotta ask, that last lap pass on Blake, how fun was that battle with him?
It was really fun. I know he was probably getting a little frustrated with me. I had to hold him off because I saw Paul back there with the points. I didn't know the situation, but it was really fun there at those last 10 laps.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, do you have anybody you want to thank tonight?
Well, Paul said shout him out if I made it into top 3, so I'll shout out Paul Granata.
All right. Well, yeah, I guess a shout out to Paul Granata, very warranted there. Well, congratulations, Garrett, on the P2 here tonight, and congratulations on moving on to the next round of the playoffs. We'll see you at Talladega.
All right. Yep. Thanks, man.
All right, guys, that's Garrett A. White. We're going to try to drag in Blake Kennedy now. Blake, you're in the WORC TV booth, bud. Do you have a copy?
Yeah, I do.
All right, Blake. Well, congratulations. A good run by you. It kind of stalled out at the end there. You had a chance to win, though, led 25 laps tonight, and you come home third, moving yourself on to the next round of the playoffs. Before this race, you were below the cut. How does it feel to get yourself above it there?
I just gotta say I'm insanely lucky because, everything happening. I played a good race. I definitely didn't feel like I was the fastest car, but I mean, I led the most laps and the fastest lap time. But you know, it came together right there with the that wreck on about halfway, and I led laps. I burned up my stuff a little bit too hard. Clayton got ahead, and he pulled off after that restart. But yeah, I mean, I'm lucky that happened because me and Garrett were battling pretty good, and I know me and him were battling for the cut, or were, and then I saw Paul got in the fourth because the other guys gotten, I don't know what happened, they got all caught up in some sort of spin and save and whatever, so Paul rocketed to fourth, and I got kind of worried I wasn't going to make it. So I'm insanely thankful and lucky that I'm in this position right now.
All right, man. Well, congratulations to you on the P3 leading some laps and putting yourself into the next round here. Unfortunately, three of your teammates at the moment temporarily got eliminated, so you're kind of the lone dog for Outlaw Racing there. But before I let you go, do you have anybody you want to thank tonight?
I want to thank my team owner and Outlaw Racing, even though a lot of our team got eliminated. Actually, for now, right now, it's all of our team except for me. I'll be carrying the banner unless Christian gets in somehow. But yeah, I'd like to thank everyone that I was racing up front, Clayton and Garrett especially. We had a good, clean race, and it was a lot of fun for sure. Very nerve-wracking.
All right, man. Well, on top of that, I guess heading into Talladega next week, you've got a whole new objective, survive. Congratulations on P3, Blake, and we'll see you around.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that was Blake Kennedy who finishes P3. Finishing results for tonight's race, presented here on WORC TV. Looks like Clayton Ramstead, he takes home the win. Garrett A. White second, Blake Kennedy third, Paul Granata, Mark Frimpong round out the top five. Then we had Seth Warren, Chase Marsden, Latham Joyner, Gino Mero, Christian Visconti, Henry Klappert, Jay Mulder, Josh Patterson, Timmy Spatz, Glenn Bundren, Joe Burgy, Andy Deigel, Austin Duran, and then we had Ryan Martin finish a lap down, Benjamin A. White finished 5 laps down, Noah Busher finished 5 laps down, and then Aaron Giffen, Parker White, Sean Yerk, Jake Mativier, John Mulder, Blaze Brinkley, DJ Powell, Mason Sue, Coy Haslow, Bo Krebs rounding out the field. Well, we thank everyone for coming out tonight and watching us here through the highs and lows of tonight. It was fun, fanfare for everyone to come watch us here tonight and the JB's on Truck Series. Make sure to check us out Saturday night because we